No questions. Yes. No questions. No questions. Hello, everyone. Allegedly, I've heard some possible questionable news that the Lakers may have sort of slightly lost, possibly, and this is all alleged. So, allegedly, I will be addressing these alleged rumors because we may have slightly, possibly, somehow, in a way, taken an L tonight. So I'm gonna talk about it, but this is all alleged. This is all alleged. So let's get into it. Alright y'all, this is gonna be a short video because I'm a little tired, y'all. It's like 12 o'clock out here where I'm at right now. These West Coast games are just killer. And also, I'm gonna hop in the Laker Lab tomorrow. Yes, Laker Lab coming back. And we're gonna dissect these highlights and see who's really to blame for all of this. But I just wanted to get something out into the air today. Because I'm seeing a lot of stuff right now. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of people hitting up my phone, blowing up my Twitter. If you haven't followed my Twitter, follow my Twitter. Also my Instagram. Subscribe while you're at it. But I've seen a lot of the haters basically happy right now. I want to give some background and some context to what happened in this game, which is making everything significant. So, the Lakers lost to the Clippers today. This is opening night, and the Lakers lost to the Clippers. Now, there were some pregame events. The Clippers had a pregame event, and the Lakers had a big pregame event. I will tell you what those two things were. The Lakers each received very expensive, actually the most expensive in history, championship rings because we won a championship last season. Wow! We won a championship last season. Wow! That's why we got championship rings today. Pre-game. It was a pre-game event. All jokes aside, very beautiful ceremony. Shout out to this world-class organization for being able to put something like that together during Corona. Hand clap for you, and that's on you. Wow. Now, the Clippers also had a pre-game event, and I don't want to try to like downplay it and act like this is insignificant because that would just be hater behavior. I'm not a hater, so I'm going to give them credit where credit's due. The Clippers were knocked out of the playoffs, and they didn't even get a chance to meet us at all, as usual. And so basically they were awarded with PS5s. Pre-game, they got the whole team, whole squad got PS5s, which is, guys, stop it. I don't like the Laker fans laughing at that right now. Like, you guys are like, oh, you guys got PS5s, we got rings. Don't diminish, it's a PS5. PS5s are hard to come by. No, guys. I mean, I do have one, but I don't like everybody making fun of them just because they only got PS5s when we got rings. It's like they're both the same in a way. They both symbolize our franchise. You know, the Clippers are playing games. The Lakers actually win the entire series. You know what I mean? Like, the PS5 is a symbolic victory, but we have the real victory on our pinky fingers. Amen. And I just preached, can I pass the offering plate to you? Amen. So why I say that is this same thing happened last year. You know, last season, we lost opening night, I believe. We actually lost a couple games to the Clippers last season, but at the end of the season, we ended up winning, which I know is gonna happen. You can mark my words. It's December 22nd. You can bookmark this video. I already know it's gonna happen. So watching the season is kind of like, ugh, for me, because I already know they're gonna win. You know, so I'm just waiting for you guys to see. I'm the Laker prophet. But barring any major injuries, okay, because there was 2 slight injuries tonight. Wasn't happy with that. Very tragic for us Lakers. But as I was saying, as far as just the season goes, this is opening night. So this is, once again, where the Clippers shine, in games that don't really matter. And that's not me being a hater, that's me being a fact. spitter. Understand that opening night, any major blockbuster nights, they will kill. I mean, they came out here with NBA Finals energy. Now, that's a little facetious of me to say because we've never seen them in the finals, so I don't know what their energy would be like. So that was a little bit of a diss from me. Yeah, that was a little bit of a subliminal diss from me. Yeah. I shouldn't have said that, and that was below the belt. I'm sorry. Slap myself on the wrist. But they were playing their hearts out. Paul George was playing his hearts out. He looked like he had something to prove. I know Lil Baby came out with the song Something to Prove. That was what Paul George was listening to pre-game. He said, something, I got something to prove. I got something to lose. And he was really, he geared up to go off, and he went off in this game. Have to give him his props. Our guys looked a little disjointed, discombobulated, tired, out of sync with each other. Now with this in mind, I can't help but think to what Frank Vogel said pre-game. He said, mentally, we're ready. Physically, we're not. Now this was pre-game. If you would have said this post-game, I'd be like, you're giving us excuses. But he said this pre-game before anything even started. He was letting us know, and the franchise, everyone who's listening know that we and the Heat, the Miami Heat, both had the longest seasons. Obviously, we went all the way to the finals. We had the shortest recovery time, right? COVID has caused the schedule to shift and change, and so we have to start now in the summer. It was a couple of months rest, I think 2. Right? 1.5 month rest? Something insanely short though. You can downplay that all you want to. The only reason I'm not downplaying that is because I'm not an NBA athlete. I know that might be a shock to some of you. I'm actually not an NBA athlete. So it would be a little bit egregious. Look that up, that's an SAT word for you. Egregious for me. Someone who's watching these games from my couch to tell an NBA head coach and players that are actually running the length of that floor every night that they should be physically ready because whoop-de-whoop, or whatever your excuse may be, or whatever your reasoning may be mentally. I've just never really gone through the process of winning a championship, turning around, getting back into basketball shape, not really having too much of a break, and then hitting the ground running again for the next season with a brand new squad assembled around you. You know what I mean? I have never experienced that. So it would be a little hard for me to tell Frank Vogel that he's lying. You know, if the players say they're not ready, I have to take them at that word. And this was said before the game. So I think that showed in the game a little bit. A little bit of fatigue. People weren't really in it. I didn't really see any spark, any oomph from the Lakers. Also, we saw KCP get banged up in the calf, I believe, a little bit, and he was limping, and he ended up still playing. Same thing with LeBron. He, I think, rolled or tweaked his ankle a little bit. He was down for a while. He was like limping, but then he kept playing. I don't know what that's about. I guess we'll see in a few. Very disparaging, very discouraging for me to watch. But yeah, so it wasn't the greatest game, okay? However, we erased a 21-point deficit in the matter of minutes, and we're back down by 3, playing some of the worst basketball we've played. Like I said, we've been through this last season, so I'm not gonna just keep on reiterating. However, understand that when you playing, this is not a good sign for the Clippers. Clippers fans may be happy, Laker haters may be happy. And I do understand that. I'm gonna explain why this is a horrific sign for you. This is a bad sign for you because you should not be playing at your best and we're playing at our worst and we're that close. It's not a good sign. I said that in almost every single series that we lost that one game in the bubble. We lost 1 game in most of these series. Heat, we lost 2. I told you guys, it's a really bad sign for you. No, we beat y'all. We're all hyped the first game, every series. And what happened? I don't know what it's gonna take for people to listen to me, but regardless, I just wanted to share that with you. I mean, we Thanos snapped your lead out of existence, right? Now it did come back and everything. To me though, that was a huge foreshadowing for the futures of the season for the Clippers. I think Luke Kennard, you played Big Money Kennard, Mr. Kennard. Some big money in the offseason. He scored a whopping 4 points. So maybe we focus on those types of problems instead of getting on Twitter and laughing at Laker fans who just received rings after winning a championship. You guys won PS5s and matching controllers. I don't know the comparison that we're trying to make here. I don't get it. It's a game. We won the season. you know, you won the battle, we won the war. So it's tough for me to really relate to you guys, and I wanted to come on here and like extend an olive branch, but I can't, because I can't even get into your mindset to be like that hyped about this sort of game, this sort of win. But I understand. Also, you guys did have a little bit of an advantage because you're used to playing in front of that many fans, so it's not fair for us, but I'm just glad that you were finally able to witness a ring ceremony. I think that's special for a lot of your franchise. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Also, for all the people going so ham and so happy in my DMs and hitting me up, adding me and all that stuff, let me just say I'm not surprised in the slightest. I expected that behavior from you simply because when I look at your team, what have you done? I'm trying to be nicer this season. But like factually, what are you, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Like, what have you done? Like, we just got rings. You know, I don't think any other NBA team in the league, unless I'm mistaken, this season has gotten a ring ceremony. So it's like, I understand the level of happiness you get when we lose because like you don't have much going on. And that's not me being mean. No, I'm not being mean. It's just being honest. You don't have much going on, so of course you're watching the game, of course you're tuned in, and of course you're gonna find time to at me and, you know, try to laugh. The ring on the Lakers' pinky finger is weighing us down. It's that heavy. Admit it. Wow. So the jokes are never gonna really get to us. You know, the Mickey Mouse jokes stop being funny probably in, I'd say, October, it kind of got old. I got what you were doing with it. Oh, Mickey Mouse, because they're in Florida, so they're playing the games in Florida, so it's a Mickey Mouse ring. You know, I get it. I got it. It's like, it was funny to me, but it's December. Almost 2021. With everything going on in the world, the Mickey Mouse joke just wasn't the funniest for me personally, but I get it. You guys are bored. You have nothing really not to look forward to. You guys have a good season to look forward to, but it's just not much going on now versus us. We have a lot going on now, so it's okay. I feel you and I hear you. You're heard. I know you want the attention from us Laker fans. I hear you. I value your opinion and you're heard. Aww. Give yourself a hug. Aww. You do need it. You do. Give yourself a hug. You're heard. Yes, you're heard. Okay. You needed that healing. Yes. Splash Squad therapy. Yes. So now that we're there, I think we're done with this video. As soon as the Lakers get the chemistry with the new squad fully up, and this fatigue might hit us and bite us in the butt, you know, but we gotta push through it. And, you know, I see, you know, we know what's gonna happen. Okay, let's be honest. Last season. Let's just look at last season. Okay. So, if you enjoyed this video, like this video, and comment down below what you guys thought about it. Subscribe to join the Splash Squad. Check out this video if you haven't seen it yet. Tomorrow, interesting videos coming tomorrow. All right, so stay tuned. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.